listen to this. FanDuel lost $20 million on a Week 2 special. I want to make sure I got this right. Every now and then, the house wins. Billy Walters talks about it. Here was the special. Every NFL team that made at least one field goal during the afternoon slate of games, finance team just called, we're paying out more than $20 million to FanDuel customers that locked in that bet. Every NFL team, 1+ field goals in the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 4:25 games. They were paying it out. They were going to pay it out. They paid $20 million. $20 million. Now, I want you to think about that for just a second. You know what I'm saying? You pay out $20 million enough, FanDuel ain't going to be around very long, but I will also say a lot of people are coming to it because they know that you're paying it off. They do. They know, hey, look, FanDuel may slip up again and give yourself some money. I don't know. But what I do know is this, people like to win. They got to win. We gots to win. Woo! Look at this. A bettor just cashed a wild $5 for $71,000 parlay. Tony Jones Jr., 2+ touchdowns. Jerome Ford, most rushing yards. Wow. See, I was stupid. I knew Anthony Richardson was going to score a touchdown. I should have bet him to score 2. By the way, side note, before we get to Jason Allen Hammer, our friend in Indianapolis who hosts the Hammer and Nigel Show, America's #1 afternoon drive time news talk show. Before we get to Hammer time, here's the deal. I love Anthony Richardson. I think Anthony Richardson is going to be great. I do. Those of you that are Colts fans on this, sing it with me. Anthony Richardson has got something in his eyes and he's tough and he's smart that makes me say, hey, all right, let me get to this Sports Kings. By the way, DraftKings Sportsbook offered the exact same bet plus 3,000 odds, as in a $1 better would have come up with $30 if every Week 2 kicker made a field goal in every Saturday afternoon game. One dude or group of bettors in particular cracked the FanDuel majority. There you go. It's a pretty good bet, though. I mean, I guess if you lose, you're mad. But, all right. So plus 3,000, bet 100, you get 3,000. I didn't see that bet. I need to do that bet. That's an interesting bet. By the way, speaking of betting, last night, I've told you this before. If you pay attention to our show over the years, I've told you there are certain games you know the Cubs are going to win and there are certain games you know the Cubs are going to lose. Last night, I should have said it here, and I can show you. I bet about $360 to win like $200 last night. I think it was $320. $320, all right, on the Cubs to win last night. The game was a rout. The Cubs had a rookie that got up there, hit in his first start a grand slam, which made it like 10-1. It's always nice when you turn a game off knowing that you won. Later on this week, Urban Meyer is going to join us, and I'm going to wait for Urban. I'm going to ask him certain questions about certain teams, and then you'll get my house bet. My house bet is 2-0. I've only made 2. Now, the house bet is one where I see a line that I think is wrong, and we bet the house on it. First week, it was Rutgers -6.5 against Northwestern. We hit that like we were standing on our head. And then last week was the easiest of all bets. Nebraska at home -11 against Northern Illinois. When I looked at that game, I thought it was going to be around 20. It was 11. I not only bet the house, but I bet my wife, the dog, kids. I bet everything on that. We're going to Sizzler. We'll have a house bet for you probably Thursday, maybe Friday. We're not rushing these bets. We're trying to win you money. We're 2-0 on the house bets. Other bets, hey, look, Florida stunk. Tennessee stunk. Nothing I can do with that. This is the parlay that I am presenting. It's going to be Maryland. I moved it down to 6.5. I moved it to 6.5 because Michigan State stinks. Michigan State's going to lose, and Michigan State deserves to lose. Everything bad should happen to Michigan State. Now, combining that parlay, I put UMass -3.5 against New Mexico. Also in that parlay is Charlotte +28 against Florida. The parlay is going to pay me $600 on a $100 bet. Not the greatest, but not the worst. I'm sure I'm getting cheated here, and it goes against all of my stuff. That's right, my stuff that I'm learning from Billy Walters and his book. But you know what? I'm feeling it, baby. And if it doesn't happen, hey, we're out $100. I don't know what to tell you, but it is what it is. But I like that parlay, and there's going to be plenty more. Tomorrow, Urban Meyer is going to join us at 9:30. We're going to talk about college football. We're going to preview Ohio State and Notre Dame. We're also going to talk about his visit with Deion Sanders and the University of Colorado football team. He was the only guy that I saw that came out and said, hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, we are not messing around. We're not messing around here. They're going to be good. You know, the opening line on Colorado was 2.5 wins. It was the lowest in Division I football, major football. Did you know that? I did not. Mark Wahlberg, apparently this is big news. You ready? Marky Mark, brother of Donnie, brother-in-law of Jenny McCarthy, the star of, I guess, what was that show called? What was that show? I can't remember. Vinny Chase. What the hell's the name of that show? My brain just, I don't know. What the hell was the name of that show? Entourage. God, thank you. Apparently it was based on his life. He's eyeing an exit from acting. I won't be acting that much longer. Oh, my God, say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. Donnie Wahlberg, the underwear-wearing stud singer of whatever group he was in, the owner of Wahlburgers, host of many reality shows. He was in Entourage. He was Entourage. Are you kidding me? He's not going to be acting much longer. Oh, my God, I don't know what I am going to do. I don't know. Huh. I could care less. Anyway, but I like it. ESPN New York Radio is going to lose its FM signal. It'll be AM and digital only starting next year. In and itself, that's no big deal. But I got to tell you, New York, baby, Jeff Schmolian started Sports Talk Radio, WFAN in New York. New York is the mecca of sports talk radio. In Indianapolis, we get sad when I would hang up on callers. We get sad when I would tell somebody, "Now you're an idiot, get off my line." In New York, Philadelphia, and Boston, it's expected. It's the hub. And to see sports talk radio get diminished in New York City shows you one thing. People are tired of ESPN. ESPN's radio stuff is awful. It's horrible. I worked with Chris Canty one time, Monday after the NCAA selection show. He didn't know one team. I'm sitting there going, wow. But now he's a host. Name me who is the morning show on ESPN radio. Mike and Mike carried that. Now we got to listen to substitutes on Greeny, and every affiliate's got to take it. No wonder ESPN radio sucks. No wonder ESPN is going down the tubes on affiliates. The product sucks. That's right. The product sucks. Hey, I guess this is big news. You remember that alien that they found in Mexico? They found an alien in Mexico. All right? That's right. They found an alien. People said the body was doctored. Well, Mexican officials and doctors are saying no. This body has not been doctored at all. This is real, ladies and gentlemen, so there you go. I don't know why every alien's got to look like this. I feel like at some point in our world, back in the day, some dudes in Hollywood actually saw aliens because every alien looks just like this. It's incredible to me. They all have the same face, the same eyes, the same build. They're all little. What if aliens were huge? What if aliens were descendants of, I don't know. What if they were descendants of dinosaurs? You tell me. I don't know. But it hasn't been absolutely verified.